Lawsuits are picking up on cruise lines. Let's talk about it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ashley Neal. I'm a registered nurse and also a travel agent. Today we're going to talk about the increasing amount of lawsuits that are being taken towards cruise lines. So the most recent one was posted today actually. It was on a Norwegian cruise line. There was a passenger that was walking by, it sounds like the pool deck, slipped on some type of substance on the ground, slipped and broke their leg. They're suing Norwegian Cruise Line for this. I think it's a highly unfortunate event, and I feel very bad for the passenger and I hope they heal well. But I also do take into account that walking around those areas is quite slippery on a regular basis, and the crew does the best they can. They're always going with the squeegees. They can only do what they can, and sometimes it is slippery and you really have to have your wits about you when you're crossing these areas. Another another lawsuit came again with Norwegian Cruise Line a little while ago. There was a passenger on an ATV shore excursion. Something happened on the ATV, they got hurt, they're suing Norwegian because they booked through the cruise line. Again, just my opinions. This is my own opinion. Is I feel personally that when you book an excursion, whether it's through the cruise line or independently, or you do anything in life, you assume a small amount of risk. There is a risk with anything you do. So if you get on an ATV and you have something happen and you get hurt, that is a risk that you take, whether you were on a shore excursion with a cruise line or you were in your own backyard driving an ATV or dirt bike or anything other motorized. Again, I feel very bad for this person. I really hope they heal well, but I don't know that it is Norwegian's fault or they should have any type of risk put on them when someone books a cruise excursion through the cruise line. They're simply offering the option to book a cruise line or book a shore excursion through their cruise line. They also, there's lots of waivers and things you have to sign before you do these activities. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you feel that if you get hurt on a shore excursion, or if you get hurt, let's talk about shore excursion first. Let me know in the comments, if you get hurt on a shore excursion that's booked through the cruise line, do you feel the cruise line is at fault for your injuries? Let me know in the comments. And lastly, one of the other issues was on Royal Caribbean. There was a gentleman who was on the flow rider. Again, you have to assume some type of risk when you get on these things. One wrong fall and it could be very bad. That's one of the reasons I've never tried it, because there is a high risk of getting hurt on this. So again, this passenger was on there, fell and broke his neck. Horrible, horrible thing. I'm very, very sad for him. I hope he heals very well. And again, this is my opinion. I do not feel that when you take on the risk of trying something new that you've never done before that has a high risk of injury, in my opinion, the flow rider would have a high risk of injury because of what it is, then that's on you. I think if you are willing to take that risk, then I feel like that's on you. There's lots of waivers. I'm sure, I've never done the flow rider, so let me know in the comments if you have. Is there a waiver that you have to sign before you get on the flow rider? And is there kind of like an education session prior to just getting on the flow rider and just trying to surf if you've never done it before? So let me know in the comments. Is there a waiver before you actually set sail on the flow rider? So these are 3 incidents that have come up recently with cruise lines, both Norwegian and Royal, and there are others. I just thought I would put this video out and give you my personal opinion on the kind of the level of risk you take when you do certain things, whether it's on board a cruise ship, on a shore excursion, or whatever. I really think that these are all very unfortunate circumstances and results of taking on a bit of a risk. But I mean, it's a bad situation all around. I feel bad for everyone that was hurt. I feel like this happens a lot. There's issues on cruise ships There's issues on all-inclusive resorts, there's issues on airplanes and ferry boats. Anything that you do, there can be a risk of getting injured. And I just don't know if I feel that it's the cruise line's fault in these cases. So again, just my opinion. I just thought I'd throw this out there. Let me know in the comments. Do you think cruise lines should be responsible if you get hurt on a shore excursion or if you slip on a ship? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And that's it for now. I just wanted to get a quick one out, and I'll see you in the next video.